Good day, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a young doctor who is interested in neurology training and trying to enter neurology residency program in Australia. I thought that for this World Brain Day campaign, to be inclusive, we would invite younger folks who are our future to see what they wanted to say about World Brain Day and brain health in general. Very good morning to you, Dr. Lin Wang. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning to you too, Tissa.
Lin, tell us about your background. How did you become interested in medicine, and where did you do your basic medical degree? And where are you at the moment of your training, and when are you expected to enter into neurology residency program in your country, Australia?
I did biomedicine, and I was always very interested in science and biology, and I did my medical training at Melbourne University after I discovered interest in clinical medicine. And I think that's one of the aspects of neurology and the brain that appeals to me the most, which is the very wide spectrum of clinical medicine, from very interesting neuropsychiatric manifestations down to very nitty-gritty peripheral nerve problems to work out. And that's what I'm very interested in. At the moment, I've completed my basic physician training in Australia, and entering into neurology training is the next step, which I hope to be able to achieve in 2022.
I believe it is a competitive process, and you need to compete with your fellow residents to get into an accepted training position. We wish you all the very best and good luck. You already mentioned to us some aspects of neurology that you primarily interested in, the biology clinical combination. And you are aware of World Federation Neurology, as we talked before this interview. World Federation Neurology is the combined society of almost all national neurological associations in the world. Our membership now consists of 122 countries. We work in strong collaboration with World Health Organization also. We have been working hard to promote brain health for some time, and that was how the World Brain Day was born. So we basically celebrate World Brain Day during the birthday of World Federation Neurology, which is 22nd of July. But since we have been entrusted upon to lead this program globally, we now run a much more longer advocacy campaign globally. Although most of the activities concentrated on 22nd of July, the campaign is on now, and campaign normally run globally throughout the year. This year, our theme is multiple sclerosis. You have seen patients with multiple sclerosis. You have managed patients with multiple sclerosis with the help of neurology teams. How excited are you as an aspiring neurology trainee to see that not only World Federation Neurology, one of the massive global organizations, but we partnered with another similar massive organization called Multiple Sclerosis International Federation, which also consists of well over 100 countries and a whole lot of patient bodies. So these two massive organizations embark upon this massive advocacy campaign. So when I say advocacy campaign, what we normally do is we create content over couple of months. So the contents include press releases, social media posts, videos, the other material, slide deck that people can use anywhere in the world to advocate for, educate their colleagues, patients, community, policymakers, funders, politicians, so that the awareness of brain disorders and neurology go higher globally. This has now taken real momentum, and we expect this year the campaign to surpass 100 million people globally. So as a young folk, how excited are you to see such things happening beyond clinics and clinical rooms that you are more familiar with?
Oh, look, it all sounds super exciting, Tissa. Multiple sclerosis is a fascinating condition, and I think that there's a lot of interesting aspects of it that we're not clear about. And I think the kind of internationalism that this federation offers in terms of sharing expertise, knowledge, being able to foster collaboration about such critically important neurological condition is a very exciting thing to witness, and I hope that it leads to very interesting and productive collaborations and sharing of important sort of global resources. That's very exciting to see.
Absolutely, and the most important thing is, as you know, that those of us who are in leading positions, we are getting older and we are slowly fading away, and we really want young folks like you all to take ownership of the contents that we created and help us to spread the words and take this agenda globally. So we sincerely hope you and your colleagues in Australia and worldwide like you, those folks who are trying to enter into their national programs, those folks who are in their residency program, those folks who are into their first year, second year neurologists or other neuroscientist positions to use these contents and keep collaborating to encourage people to know more about brain, be more aware of brain health, as 1 out of every 3 of us are knowingly or unknowingly suffering from a neurological disorder at this point of time. That's almost half the world. But the awareness is significantly lacking even in a country like Australia. So you can think about other rest of the other countries. So this is a massive task ahead, and we sincerely hope that you all would help us and take the ownership of this and share the contents and use the material and be part of this campaign. Lastly, what do you want these organizations to do for you all to have a better opportunities in education, training, and more globalization and internationalism that you talked about?
Yeah, look, Tissa, it's very exciting to hear that not only are you welcoming and inclusive of the globe and the entire world in this enterprise, but also the young people as future leaders. And I think doing exactly this, engaging younger people, promoting the issue of brain health, and providing these educational resources that are accessible not only in centers of excellence in the global north, but available on the internet to in all corners of the world. I think that's a crucial step, and it very much takes advantage of the technology that we have today.
I agree. And make sure that when you have time during your busy day-to-day activities, visit some of the video contents that we are creating. There are specific videos that we have created talking about this very thing. How does one establish a center of neuroscience excellence when the resources are significantly limited? It is happening globally, slowly, not to the speed that I personally would like to see, but that is how it is. But the seeing how these things are done should help us to do those things wherever we are, whatever the resources that we have. At the end of the day, brain disorders are common. Brain health is important. Without our brains, we are basically nothing. Everything that we do, good and bad, and great and not so great, everything driven by brain. They are not driven by your foot or hand. They all have to born and bred and the cultivate in the brain. And again, thank you very much for joining us and I congratulate you and wish you all the very best with your future endeavors to get into neurology and the training to become a useful neurologist to not only for the hospital that you work, but for the entire globe eventually. Best wishes from us. Take care, stay safe and well.
Thanks for inviting me.